All right, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and break down this extension for Anthony Davis, the richest extension by annual figures in NBA history. About 62 million annual a year, 3 years, over 180 million. So does it make sense to give him that extension? Yes, for a couple different reasons. First, on the court play, everybody remembers that stretch. If you're a basketball fan, at this towards the start of the season where AD for about a month looked like the best player in basketball, averaged 35, 15 pounds, was playing hellacious ball. Then he got hurt. So I know a lot of people are going to talk about this guy always gets hurt. How you give him that much money? You know, all of his injuries have been, knickknacks. He hasn't had an ACL, Achilles, major knee surgery. So they're not injuries that would concern me of slowing him down as he ages. So I think you should put that to a side. As far as on the court, again, we saw what he did in that stretch. We saw what he did in the playoffs where he was, I think, unquestionably the best defensive player in the playoffs. His jumper was inconsistent. I have a video actually that's probably dropping tomorrow to explain what happened to his jumper and how he can actually get that back. But I think that's fixable. When you look at the future of the Lakers going forward, LeBron is obviously 39. He's expressed desire to play with Bronny, but that's up in the air with his recent health injury, health concerns. Prayers to the James family. But when we talk about on the court, the Lakers needed a bedrock, a tent pole to look forward towards in the future, and Anthony Davis provides them that. If you look at the talent in the league, majority of the talent is wing talent, is guard talent. So say Devin Booker and the Suns doesn't work out in a couple of years. It would make sense for him to come to the Lakers because he can fit seamlessly with their best player, Anthony Davis, and a young guard in Austin Reeves. Say Anthony Edwards is unhappy in Minnesota. Same thing, can come there. Even a Zion Williamson, it makes sense for him to play next to Anthony Davis. The talent in the league is concentrated in wings and guards. So when you have a star center, just tactically, you should not let that player go. It's going to be easier to find other players at other positions. Branding wise, this is part of the Lakers brand that we take care of our stars. People crowed about the extension that the late great Kobe Bryant got at the end of his career. That was the Lakers establishing the brand that we take care of our stars who choose to be here. And they did it again with Anthony Davis. And that does matter. Players are going to remember how star players treated and how they're treated when they leave, when they're making toss-up choices. Should we go here or there? The Clippers are having a situation right now with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, who are both up for extensions this offseason, where they've had injuries. But, they haven't had the success the Lakers had because we do need to mention that he did win the title, Anthony Davis. And we're unsure, if you compound that with the Blake Griffin situation where he gets traded away after he was told he's going to be the greatest Clipper of all time. If you're deciding as a free agent between the Clippers and the Lakers, it would only make sense to say, hey, maybe I should stay with the team that's going to pay me because they take care of their stars towards the end of my career. That does make sense, right? And again, Anthony Davis had that stretch when he was averaging 35 and 15. So people saying that he's just not the talent anymore, this doesn't really make sense. So brand-wise, sticking to your brand of taking care of stars makes sense. His play on the court, it definitely makes sense. And looking towards the future, having a tempo that you can then marry with another star, the next disgruntled star who wants to get out. All three of those things say you have to extend Anthony Davis and you have to give him this type of money. All right, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment, subscribe, and as always, the game is the game.